Hi, my name is Stephanie Stamus and welcome back to Pregnant PT. Today we're going to be talking about peeing all the time. This is actually one of the first things that I started really noticing when I found out that I was pregnant, and that really blew my mind. Because when I thought about pregnant women peeing all the time, I thought, third trimester, the baby's putting a ton of weight on their bladder, that's why they're going. And yet I, who my baby was like the size of a blueberry, was peeing all the time. And so one of the reasons why I found out is because our body is actually making so much more blood for the baby. Throughout our pregnancy, our body actually makes 50% more blood, and it needs that fluid from water. And so your thirst definitely increases and you're really pounding that water. But I also noticed that I was getting up at night to go a lot. And it's hard as a pelvic floor physical therapist, I know all the rules, right? So we're only supposed to be going 6 to 8 times a day. We're not supposed to be getting up at night. And yet I was like, screw the rules. I'm going every hour and I'm getting up at least once at night to go to the bathroom. What I found was that there were just a couple things that I could change to make that a little bit better. The first thing is that towards the end of the day, I just found that I was so thirsty. So I just pounded water before I went to bed. And then of course, I've got to get up in the middle of the night. And so if you're someone who finds that you're so thirsty by the end of the day, that probably means you didn't drink enough water during the day. And so you're really backloading your water intake. And so front loading your water intake, drinking a ton in the morning, and so that you're not as thirsty and dehydrated by the end of the day could be something that really helps you not get up at night. The other thing are something called bladder irritants. So bladder irritants are just foods and fluids that you eat or drink that can help increase the acidity of your urine and therefore irritate the inner lining of that bladder. And so the 4 main things that are bladder irritants are called the 4 C's. So we have caffeine, we have carbonated drinks, we have citrus, and we have cocktails, but that really includes all alcohol. So cocktails and all alcohol is probably out for us as pregnant women. Caffeine is actually much decreased too because we're only supposed to have 1 cup of caffeine a day. But I've found that because what we can drink has become so bland, basically just water, that we're having more carbonated drinks and we're having more citrusy drinks. And so maybe that is contributing to some of our bladder irritation and therefore feelings of urgency. So as a general rule, if you feel like you've got to go to the bathroom and you don't quite know, did I really have to go or was this just a strange urge? You can count how many seconds you have a full, strong stream. So this doesn't count the little dribbles in the front or the end. And if you have a weaker stream, then this doesn't really work for you. But a full, strong stream of 8 seconds says that you did have to go to the bathroom, your bladder was full enough for you to actually go. And so if you're not getting there, then you probably could have waited a little bit longer. The first urge to urinate is actually when our bladder is about halfway full, not when it's totally full. It's kind of like a warning signal of within the next hour, make your way to the bathroom. And so if you're going right away in this sort of like urgency, then you're telling your brain, oh, that was an emergency. And so you're really solidifying that signal between your brain and your bladder, and so that signal might be a little bit stronger for you next time. And so this is kind of how urgency goes a little AWire. But I was really surprised how quickly it happened for me when I was pregnant. And so I've made a couple of those changes. They worked some in the first trimester. Now I'm in the second trimester and I actually don't have to pee as much. So that's good. I would love to hear about your experience. Please leave a comment in the comment section about your experience, what worked and what didn't work for you. And if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much.